You are now live with Fantasy Football Crackbacks, brought to you by Piggy Bank Picks and Fantasy Fornicator.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Jonny Legend, also known as Fantasy Fornicator, here with my boy, Kevin Banks from Piggy Bank Picks. Together, we're collabing, bringing you guys Fantasy Football Crackbacks. We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis. My guy, go ahead and kick off the weekly waiver wire segment.
Yeah, man, so the weekly wire pickups, we'll start with quarterback first. And the first quarterback on the list is going to be Josh Allen with a juicy matchup. He's playing the Miami Dolphins, which he just slaughtered the last 2 weeks. Josh Allen torched the Miami Dolphins last year in his 2 games. And this week, man, coming up is going to be a great matchup. The guy has legs. He ran all over Miami. I believe he has 200-plus yards last year, and I expect him to, pick up the baton and keep going. He's only owned in about 49%. I mean, this guy is definitely, someone you could stash and put in your bench. And I feel very comfortable starting him this week because he should be a top 5 quarterback. And without a doubt, man, who's your quarterback that you got?
Yeah, quarterback that I have is Daniel Jones from the New York Giants. Danny Dimes, 29% owned in Yahoo leagues. He's got a home game coming up versus the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's given up 1,776 passing yards and 16 touchdowns in 6 games. So that's an average of 296 passing yards and 2.5 touchdowns per game. The Giants have given up 28 points in 5 of the last 6 games. So I expect both defenses to let the offenses run all over them, or pass all over them, I should say. So, yeah, Danny Dimes, he should have a big game at home against the Cardinals. So that's my waiver wire pickup at quarterback. That's one of them.
All right. That's a great bounce back for him. My second quarterback on the waiver wire that's only owned in 42% of leagues, Jacoby Brissett. But we're talking about fantasy football here. And why do I bring him up? Because he's playing the Houston Texans. And Houston Texans secondary is one that is very, very easy to go throw on. And Jacoby, P.Y. and those guys should definitely find, 300 yards, I'm saying maybe a couple of touchdowns. I will feel very comfortable as my QB2, or, if you need a must start, hey, why not go for Brissett?
Yeah, I don't mind Brissett at all. Should be a good matchup for him. My next quarterback, he's more of a stash. For those people that stream quarterbacks on a week-to-week basis, I suggest you guys pick up Sam Darnold and hold on to him. He's 8% owned in Yahoo leagues. Today versus Dallas, because we are filming this on Sunday night. We're dropping it later on Tuesday, but today versus Dallas, he put up 338 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. His matchups from week 9 through week 14: at Miami, home versus the Giants; at Washington, home versus Oakland; at Cincinnati, and home versus the Dolphins again. So yeah, man, you're looking at a 6-game stretch where you got somebody you don't have to worry about streaming. You just plug them in, Sam Darnold, and the offense is just going to be getting better and better. He's getting Chris Herndon back. We saw what Robbie Anderson did. He has great chemistry with Jamison Crowder. So, yeah, man, Sam Darnold's somebody you guys could pick up and stash. And, you'll be good for a good stretch from week 9 to week 14.
I like it, man. I had a great game versus the Cowboys in that defense. Now to the running back position, and we're going to stick with Buffalo, and that's going to be kind of the theme for some of my waiver wire pickups. I'm going to go with the young man, Devin Singletary, the young rookie. I mean, he's owned about 67%. So, in some leagues you might not find them, but those that can, go for it. Miami Dolphins, once again, they're not good in the secondary, and they're also not good at stopping the run. You saw AP just this Sunday rush for over 100 yards and look like a vintage AP, and I expect, Devin Singletary to go prove his worth and why he was drafted, with high draft capital for the Buffalo Bills, and I expect him, to go be slashing that defense and maybe getting a couple receptions as well.
Yeah, I like that one, and another guy I like actually at running back is Frank Gore. He's 56% owned. My preference is Devin Singletary. Like you said, he's 67% owned in leagues, but if he's not there, you could also get Frank Gore. Nowadays in football, we see a committee backfield. We see 2 running backs, getting their share of the workload. So in a perfect world, especially with these matchups, you could see Devin Singletary popping off for like 5 or 6 catches, getting some groundwork, maybe punching in a touchdown through the ground or maybe catching one. You could also see Frank Gore just punching one in. So he's 56% owned, and with the Buffalo Bills schedule looking very nice, he's definitely somebody that if you guys are in need, you guys can pick him up. He can make your week. All he needs is one score.
Hey, both those guys, I think they're great plug-ins, especially for this week. Royce Freeman is going to be my other running back that I got. Now, he's owned at 70%, and once again, like, there's scarcity out there, so he might not be out there in your league, but if he is, go pick this guy up. I mean, Lindsey's having a pretty solid year. For Royce Freeman, he's very steady. Every week he's going to give you something, and, he might punch it in versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is his matchup. We just saw someone in Carlos Hyde have a great game, and I feel like the Broncos are going to try to, control the time of possession and run the game with their two great backs. And Freeman is a great plug-in for this week. Put him in your flex. Feel comfortable. Go with your second running back.
Yeah, I love Royce Freeman. Darryl Henderson is my next running back from the Los Angeles Rams. 28% owned in Yahoo leagues. And look, today they tried to get him involved a little bit. They were mainly trying to get Malcolm Brown involved. And with the questions at running back with Todd Gurley, somebody you could pick up, and it's a dart throw, to be honest with you. I wanted to give you guys somebody that, can pop off, and his matchup is a good one at Atlanta. Atlanta is a team that gives up a lot of pass receptions to the running backs, and Darrell Henderson, that's his specialty. So especially if Gurley's out, look for Darrell Henderson to have a big game. Like I said, they move him around all over the field. They put him in wide receiver sets. They move him around in the slot. They put him on the outside. Sometimes you'll see him in the backfield split with another running back. So all over the field, all over formations. So Darrell Henderson's somebody else that I suggest.
I like it, man. That's a dark horse, man. I mean, he struggled a bit, but the whole Rams offense struggled, and everyone does versus the 49ers front seven and that secondary. They bunch of takeaways. But I like that dark horse. It is a stash, definitely to consider. Right receiver. So let's just talk about it. I mean, everyone in the draft loved this guy. Yeah, he's a physical specimen. DK Metcalf. He's owned in 59% of leagues. He's playing the Baltimore Ravens. This is not the same Baltimore secondary that, we remember this defense. I mean, Earl Thomas is back there, but Metcalf takes the top off the defense. Russell Wilson is playing like an MVP candidate. And DK, I think that's someone you want to pick up. Have him on your bench. And when he starts, getting his stride, this guy could, down the stretch be a reason why you win your league.
Yeah, man, DK Metcalf, he's been like a double-digit fantasy points at full-point PPR, so definitely love the call there. I'm going to give you guys, he's a deep sleeper, barely owned, 1% owned in Yahoo, and that's Jacoby Myers from the New England Patriots. And again, I'm always going to try to hit you guys with those, out-the-box guys, and this is another one with Philip Dorsett questionable with the hamstring, Josh Gordon questionable with the knee. The possibilities for him, he could return great value for you guys. And somebody you don't have to spend a lot of fat budget in, Jacoby Myers, pick him up. His next matchup is on the road versus the Jets. Keep in tune with the injury reports. But yeah, Jacoby Myers, he's consistent. He was really good in the preseason. And given the opportunity, he will produce. So yeah, man, make sure you guys pick him up in the waivers.
Yeah, man, my guy Jonny Legend, always thinking out the box. Robbie Anderson from the New York Jets, owned in 59% of leagues. He was my waiver wire pick for this week. Oh, he showed up. Sam Darnold's back, meaning that Jets fantasy players have value now. And Robbie Anderson, I mean, he's a deep threat. Sam Darnold is going to be chucking that ball. He has an arm. He always has since SC. Young gunslinger. So I like Robbie Anderson. Go pick him up. He's playing the Patriots this week. So I wouldn't, say go ahead and start him. But he does have great matchups coming up. Playing the Finns a couple times. And some other great matchups that you were talking about Sam Darnold does. So then again, Robbie Anderson fits that bill. And that is my wide receiver 2 to pick up.
Yeah, man. Definitely love that one. My next guy, staying with the Bills. That's our theme today, it looks like. Cole Beasley, 15% owned in Yahoo leagues. And Zay Jones being traded just opens up some more targets. And again, with the easy schedule coming up, that combination goes really good for him. In 5 games, he has seen 39 targets, turning them into 27 receptions. So definitely the chemistry is there with Josh Allen. So Cole Beasley, PPR leagues especially, is somebody that's going to get targeted a lot. Make sure you guys check out your waivers, pick him up if he's there, if you guys are in need, especially with all these bye weeks.
Yeah, I like that one. Actually, I love that one. PPR, especially full PPR.
Hell yeah.
The guy gets a lot of targets. I saw it. It's almost at double digits. It's amazing. So, opportunity is definitely there. Now, let's go to the tight end position where, injuries keep happening. Guys are out for the season. Who could you pick up? This might be one of those things that you just got to go week by week. And my guy is Jason Witten, the old veteran from the Cowboys. I think they're going to have to really look deep inside themselves, the Cowboys, and figure out what they are and what their identity is. And Jason Witten has been part of the Cowboys for a very long time. And I think their safety blanket, he's only 60%. He's playing the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what the Eagles do? They make people like Kirk Cousins look good because that secondary is atrocious. Okay, so Jason Witten is a good, solid pickup for this week. And that is my tight end 1. Who's yours?
My tight end 1, Darren Fells from Houston. 3% owned in Yahoo. 3% owned. And this guy's been heating it up with Deshaun Watson. The chemistry's looking good. In the last 4 games, he's been targeted 16 times. He's turned those 16 targets into 14 receptions and 3 touchdowns. So definitely the chemistry is picking up. Watson is looking for him, and he's getting open. This guy used to be a former basketball player. In the red zone, he's looking to box people out and catch those touchdowns. So Darren Fells, look out for him in the waivers. If you are desperate, if you're a tight end, you're hurting at tight end, which a lot of us are, he's somebody you could take a shot at, and he might pay off for you, especially in a opponent offense like the Houston Texans.
Yeah, man. A lot of us are hurting at the tight end position. Got DMs all week. This coming week, also another tight end I like is DJ Hawkinson. The guy had a great week 1 and disappeared. He's only in 63% of leagues, and he's playing the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Minnesota versus the tight ends, they're middle of the pack. I think it's, time for Matthew Stafford, show him some love, get the rookie, his confidence back up. And, he's very athletic. He can make things happen. So, hey, man, why not take a chance? TJ Hawkinson, that's my man. Tight end number 2.
And another thing about TJ Hawkinson, he's in a lot of plays. So, like, for a rookie, they use him a lot in blocking. They use him a lot for, obviously, as a passing option. So that's the good thing about him. The coach, Matt Patricia, trusts him a lot, and that bodes well for him. So more snaps, more opportunities. My next tight end is actually another rookie, Noah Fant from Denver, 24% owned. And I know he hasn't really, been producing. There's been a lot of hype about him. But his next matchup is versus KC. KC's given up a lot of points to their tight ends. Just check this out real quick. I'm going to go game by game log of the tight ends. Week 1, 8 reception, 49 yards. Week 2, 9 receptions, 96 yards. Week 3, 9 receptions, 86 yards. Week 4, 6 receptions, 52 yards and a touchdown. Week 5, 5 receptions, 38 yards. And week 6, 9 receptions, 108 yards. That's all to the tight ends. So Noah Fant is somebody else, like I said, with the bye weeks and everything, tight ends is very, very scarce. Somebody you could take a shot at is Noah Fant. Make sure you guys pick him up.
I like that, man. Noah Fant. We got 2 rookies out there that, same team in college, and now same and coupled up in our waiver wire pickups. So going on to the kicker, kickers matters too, man. As Bear fans. Hey, man.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
And
let's not go there today.
And we're gonna talk about a kicker that used to be, at the top of the fantasy football world, and has cooled down the last couple of years, and that's Dan Bailey. Where is Dan Bailey? Dan Bailey plays for the Minnesota Vikings, all right? And the Minnesota Vikings put up some points here and there, and he's owned in 12% of leagues. A lot of kickers, they get streamed. and Dan Bailey versus Detroit. Kind of stingy, you know, don't give too many points. I expect a field goal game. You get 2 or 3, hey man, your kicker just did really good for you. Get double-digit points. That is my kicker.
Hey man, kickers do matter, and if you got the right kicker, he'll give you double-digit points. Hey, that's all you could ask for. And today, Brett Meyer did that on 2 kicks. Dallas Cowboys, 56% owned. He hit a 50-plus yarder and a 60-plus yarder. So the boys got some range. So Brett Meyer, 56, Meyer, whatever his name's, my bad, Cowboy Nation or whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. They got a home match versus Philly. So if you guys need him, pick him up. That's my guy.
I like it, man. I like it. Guy has a strong boot. All right, man.
Hell yeah.
So when it comes to the defensive side, you know, Buffalo was the theme, right? So we're going to pick on the fish. And the Buffalo Bills are going to dismantle the Miami Dolphins. They are owned in 62% of fantasy football leagues, and they should be 100 for this week, okay? They are going to be probably top 3 defenses, probably could give you 20 points, 15 points. You know, that's enough to win you your matchup. Go pick up the Buffalo Bills, put in that waiver wire claim right now. Interception, sacks, all that. You saw what they did to Tom Brady, kept him to 16 points. And the Patriots, what do you think the Dolphins are about to do? I'll wait. So,
yeah, man, no doubt.
Defense.
Yeah, man, my defense, 64% owned in Yahoo is the San Francisco 49ers. On the road versus Washington. I know they do have Scary Terry and everything like that. Actually, that's all they really got. Adrian Peterson played good today, but that's because they were playing, of course, the Dolphins. And yeah, man, you guys got to recognize the Niners. They're for real. They're a legit defense. That secondary is ferocious. The front 4 are nasty. Linebackers are running all over the place. They're making plays. And the Niners, undefeated, they're for real. And Washington's going to feel that heat next week. Pick up the Niners defense, stream them. That's my defense of the week.
Yeah, man. And that will be wrapping up our waiver wire picks of the week for week 7. We'll be doing this every Tuesday. We record this on Sunday nights. So forgive us if some injuries come up and things of that nature. But yeah, keep following us. Fantasy Football Crackbacks. We'll be back at it again. Your boy Kevin Banks, Jonny Legend. We out.